This is Real Estate Career Mentor Podcast, Episode 1. Hey everybody, Marty Green here with Real Estate Career Mentor Podcast, Episode 1. I'm really excited to be here today with you doing this podcast. I've been talking about it for almost 2 years now, and finally got the equipment together, got everything ready, figured out how to pull this off, and here we are. So I'm going to get into some great tips for you today, but I would like to first go over how we're going to proceed with the podcast and what it's going to be about, and what I'm going to deliver hopefully twice a month for you. So let's get into that right now, shall we? All right. So as I said, I'm Marty Green, Real Estate Career Mentor Podcast, and I've been listening to podcasts for quite a long time now, and people wonder how I'm able to learn so much so quickly, and I'll tell you, a lot of it is done through the podcast. Almost all of it is done through podcasting. So, I'm able to listen in my car as I'm driving to work or to appointments, and I'm able to consume content on my own time whenever I want to. So, I thought it would be a great idea to provide that to everybody else as well, given an opportunity rather than just putting up blog posts where people have to read my blog, which I've had up for over 2 years. Now you have an opportunity to listen to information in the car. So, or just when you're out going for a run, or when you're sitting at your computer, you can have it running and you can learn something at the same time. So, what I'm going to do is give you an introduction on how this is gonna go. So, what I'm hoping to do is do a podcast twice a month, giving you great real estate information, tips and tricks on some things that I used in real estate and that I teach today to a lot of our agents. I'm going to be teaching you marketing tips, strategies, sales techniques, and a lot of technology tips too. I have a technology background before I got into real estate, and I really love technology, and I think it's a great thing to have at your fingertips. There's a lot of things you can do to really push your brand and help you get your name out there and generate leads, which is really important for real estate agents. So whether you're you're thinking about a real estate career, or you just started in real estate, or whether you've been at it for a while and you're looking to take your business to the next level, I'm going to be providing information here that you can consume, on your own time, that hopefully will help you really push your business to the next level. So that's my goal here, and that's what I'm all about. A little bit about my background. I came from the IT industry. I was working downtown for a stockbroker, working with analysts, analyzing companies, and providing information to the stockbrokers that could trade that information. Obviously shares and stuff like that. So I was very much wrapped up in IT and technology, which I loved. The reason I changed, and this is 10 years ago, I'm going into my 10th year in real estate, was 70 hours chained to a desk in a cubicle. It was getting too much. I was encouraged not to take breaks and lunches, and that's a rough go. And although I did it for 4 years straight, I was looking for something different. And real estate, I had been thinking about real estate, getting into real estate for over 20 years. Right out of high school, I wanted to, I was looking into becoming a real estate agent, but I got sidetracked at the time. And, looking back now for the better, had to learn a lot of things before I got into a sales career. And, here we are. So going into my 10th year, for me, jumping into real estate, it was a tough go. I'll be honest. It was tough generating your own leads, finding your own business, looking for training, and getting help. And that's what I'm hoping to provide for a lot of you through this podcast. Information that you can consume that will really help your business, so you don't make the mistakes that I made and I suffered through. So for the first 2 years in the business, I was just chasing every shiny rabbit, as I call them. chasing every lead, calling everybody, looking for business. And I wasn't trained at that time, and it wasn't until really going into my fourth year that I really got some extensive sales training, and that allowed me to really jump my career and generate leads and provide lots of helpful information for people that were looking to move, helping families relocate to different locations. So my business really jumped in the fourth year, and hopefully through the information that I'm going to provide through this podcast, you'll be able to do that much sooner. That's my goal. I mean, I'm here to help people, and I just want them to succeed. So in my fourth year, as my business really started to take off, I was approached by the owners of the company where I was at and asked to go into management. And I always had a desire to lead and teach people information, and real estate was a great venue and a great opportunity to do that. So I took the position running multiple offices at that time, and had over 130 agents approximately, and provided training and managed the offices. And it was a really great experience for me, and that continued for several years, and until here we are now. I've managed over 9 offices all told, and I'm primarily teaching new agents now how to really jumpstart their business quickly. It's time is of the essence in this business. You want to get going very quickly, and we're going to discuss things in the weeks to come. But that's a little bit about me. Now I'm training agents. I've created programs for agents that they can use. I provide a lot of technology tips that they use, and I get great feedback, and it's a great opportunity for me to test the market, especially with the new technology rolling around now. Social media. I know a lot of you are getting involved in social media, and I've been working at this for years now. So there's a lot of information I'm going to provide to you. So that's a bit about me, and now I just like to talk about what we're going to be, how I'm going to present the podcast. Hopefully, I'm going to keep these podcasts to less than 30 minutes. That's my goal. I understand the average commute time these days is 27 minutes to and from work, and for me, it's a heck of a lot longer than that. But that, again, like I said, that gives me a chance to consume different topics on my time while I'm driving. So I'm not listening to the radio. I'm not listening to talk radio. I do sometimes when I'm looking for a change, but for the most part, I'm always learning. I'm learning about technology. I'm listening to books, audiobooks, so I'm able to consume books at a voracious pace. And I'm learning sales training techniques that I pass on to my agents. So that's what I'm hoping this podcast is going to be about. So I'd like to keep it to less than 30 minutes, and then hopefully with each podcast, I'm going to give away a technology quick tip, something that I found that I use, that I've tried. And I'll pass that on each and every episode to you so that you can take a look at it, and hopefully it'll save you time, and hopefully it'll save you a lot of money if that's what the quick tip is about. So that's my goal for each and every episode, and let's just get at it, shall we? All right, so what I want to do today is talk to you about a career in real estate. Whether you're thinking about it or you've just started, I want to go over some of the if the ideas of a real estate career and what it would mean to you, and how you can benefit, and maybe just put something in your head if you're in a 9-to-5 job that you're unhappy with, as I was at the end of my 9-to-5 job over the last few years. I was looking for a change, and some of the information would have been great at that time, which I did research. So let's talk about a career in real estate. What does that mean for you? What could it mean? First of all, it's an opportunity to start your own business, and this was a huge thing for me. I'd been working for a corporation, like I said, for a number of years. And I wasn't the boss. I had to take orders from somebody else, and I had to work the hours that they were setting out in front of me. Going into a real estate career, you're not actually working. You're working for a brokerage, but you are an independent contractor. You work for yourself. You are running your own business, and now you are the boss. So, with being the boss, that gives you a lot of opportunities. Um, you know, you're starting your own business, and the beauty about a real estate career is it's a very inexpensive career to start up comparatively to other businesses. I mean, if you were thinking about starting a Starbucks, or if you're up here in Canada and you wanted to start a Tim Hortons coffee shop, I mean, that's a lot of money. That's several hundred thousands of dollars that you would have to put out to just get into the business. With a real estate career, you can do that for just a few $1,000s. You take the training courses, pass all the exams, and now you're ready to trade. And getting started with a brokerage, it's very inexpensive to start your own business in this industry, which is a beautiful thing. And like I said, compared to those other opportunities, starting up a store or that type of thing, I mean, they can be very, very expensive, thousands and thousands of dollars. So that's why I like starting up your own real estate career and becoming an independent contractor. The other thing is it's 100% commission. You're creating the money that you're going to make from by yourself. The harder you work, the more money you're going to make. And honestly, you can make as much as you want. I've seen agents pushing $2-3 million in a year. Of course, they work very hard and they have a lot of systems in place in order to do that. But sky's the limit. You get into real estate, sky is the limit. You can earn as much as you'd like. It may take some time, but with a lot of hard work, you can earn quite a lot of money, and that's great for your business, and hopefully great for your family as well. I mean, you have a lot of opportunities to do great things, and like I said, it's all dependent on how hard you're willing to work. The other benefit of running your own business and a real estate career is the freedom of time. Now, like I said, because it's your own business, you can come and go as you please. You're not expected to check in at 9 o'clock, and you don't work till 5. You decide when you want to work. If you want to work with buyers and drive them around and look at houses in the evening, then that's up to you. If you want to do that during the daytime, then it's your business. You set it up that way. You schedule your appointments, working weekends, doing open houses. That's entirely up to you. My first year in the business, I did open houses, Saturday and Sundays. So that was a choice I made. I was eager to get going, and I wanted to put in the time. So um, that's the beauty of the real estate career is the freedom of time. You don't have to worry, if your son or daughter calls you from school and isn't feeling well. You can make your way over there and pick them up and take them home. And if you have to take the rest of the afternoon off, you're running your own business, and you can control it. So depending on how many appointments you have, that's how you can set it up. You want to go get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut. You want to get the car cleaned, then you find time to do that. You're not committed to anyone. You have to. I mean, you're going to book your appointments and set your own time schedule, and you want to work 30 hours a week, that's great. You want to work 70 hours a week, that's entirely up to you. But freedom of time is a great thing in a real estate career. Like I said, you're running your own business. You can control it whenever you want to work. The other thing that's really appealing to some people is you become a leader in the community. You become somebody that's looked up to. Sales profession, in my opinion, is a very noble profession. I mean, your sales is what makes the world go round. And without this free economy, and we're lucky to live in places where we have these free economies. Getting help to sell your house, that's a big deal. I'm glad we have realtors out there that are capable and very well trained, that they can handle um, selling the biggest asset that most people have is their home. And I look to these people as leaders in the community. I mean, we see often advertising all over the place, and you see their face on buses and park benches and in the paper all the time, and definitely online all the time. And they're becoming leaders in the community. And when I'm selling, I'm there to help people. I'm providing a service. I'm providing opportunity to hopefully get them moved with as little time as possible, with as little effort as possible. I don't want them totally turning their lives around. I want to be able to get them moved, and the agents that I train, I want them to make it easy on their clients. So, you get an opportunity to help and give back to your community, and I think that's a fantastic career. And I'll tell you, being in this business, no 2 days are the same. And I can speak from experience, especially today, doing a podcast. That's something completely new and foreign to me. But I'm telling you, no 2 days are the same in real estate. You'll never have days. I mean, it's entirely up to you. Like I said, how hard you want to work, but each day is different, and you're going to be hit with different things coming at you, and you're going to have to provide different strategies to people. But that's one of the most enjoyable things. It's not a monotonous 9 to 5 job where you're just going to your desk or cubicle every day. You're given an opportunity to make a difference, and you're going to be doing something different every day. And that's just a great opportunity. That's why I really like a real estate career. Just the difference in meeting people and meeting great people all the time. Really a great industry to be in, and the money can come and the harder you work. I mean, selling homes are not cheap by any stretch. So there's good commission to be had. But the more people you can help, the more money you're going to make, and that's my motto and attitude on that. The other thing it provides you, a career in real estate, is a great retirement income. If you set yourself up properly, you're given an opportunity. You're going to learn the industry, you're going to learn about properties, and you'll probably have many opportunities to buy your own properties. So you'll have obviously your own home where you live, but then maybe you're going to given a chance to buy some investment properties, and that's what I've done with me and my wife. We've purchased several of our own properties, and that gives us a passive income every month. Not much of a passive income right now, but I know 10, 15 years down the road, I'm not going to be worried about retirement and where the money's going to come from, because we're providing a place for people to live, a really nice, clean suite for people to live in, and in turn we're given money every month to pay for that, and that's going to be our retirement. So rather than putting money into 401ks or RSPs, if you're up here in Canada, then this is another opportunity for you to make money well into your later years, and have a steady income each and every month. And nothing worse than retiring and wondering where you're going to make your money every month, and having to take part-time jobs later in life. That's not something that I'm interested in. I'd rather provide a service of a clean apartment, clean home, and have somebody pay me for that opportunity. So you're given a chance to build your investment portfolio, and because you're in real estate, you've got the knowledge, and you're going to see lots of opportunities that maybe you can capitalize on, or that you can provide for your clients as well. So I know a lot of people, a lot of agents are looking for niche markets, and that's a great niche market. Being the agent that provides investment properties to people, because there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of money, and they're looking to diverse, and they don't want to put it in the stock market, because those last few years the stock markets have taken a beating, and the global economy right now is not in a good way. And this gives you another opportunity to invest in something that you can actually touch and hold on to, even if things get really bad. You purchase an investment property, it's always going to be there. So that's the strategy I've taken on for my retirement, and that's something that we're going to be talking about. In the next few podcasts down the road, we're going to be touching on that. So that's something else to think about. So those are the 5 big things about starting a career in real estate. You're your own boss. You're running your own business. You answer to nobody, and it's 100% commission. You make as much money depending on how hard you want to work. So the harder you work, or the smarter you work, and we'll get into tips on that, you can make a lot of money. You have freedom of time. So again, I touched on that. If one of your children gets sick at school, you can go and pick them up at any time. You're running your own business. You're not opening a store and you have to be there 9 to 5 or 9 till 9. you're in sales, and freedom of time is a really great benefit. And you become a leader in the community. You become somebody that people look up to. You provide a great service. You help people move. Like I said, with hopefully not a lot of time spent, and not a lot of disruption in their lives. So that's somebody that people to look up to in their community. They're providing a great service, and it's a chance to build your investment portfolio, your retirement portfolio, for down the road. Having several investment properties that give you money each and every month. I think it's a great strategy. Of course, having money saved up as well, but having that automatic income every month, I think, is a great retirement strategy that a lot of realtors should be looking at for their career. So now I'd like to just quickly mention the quick tip, and so let's get into that now. Okay, so today's quick tip is the website called Fiverr.com. Now, I know a lot of my agents that I've taught, they've heard me mention this many times, but I think it's just such a great resource for people to use for almost anything. Fiverr.com, and that's spelled Fiverr.com. And what that is a website that has about 80,000 things that are on there that you can take advantage of. So for an agent looking there, I'll just read you a few. You can hear for yourself what kind of things that are available. So the first one here is, I'll speak your message in the cartoon voice of your choosing for $5. So it's anything that can be sold online for $5, and people providing services for $5. So I'll take a picture of myself dressed as a fairy holding a sign with your website, company, or message on it for $5. So these are the kinds of things that you can take advantage of. And I've had a few of my agents, create a logo or a website banner for $5. And I've seen some really great work. In fact, my logo on my website came from Fiverr.com. I saw an ad for somebody saying, I'll provide 27 logos for you for $5. And I said, well, that sounds too good to be true, but you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. So I got my Visa out, paid the $5, and sure enough, within 2 days, I got 27 logos sent to me for $5. And I just provided them my blog, my website, realestatecareermentor.com, and they came back with 27 logos, all different, all just an amazing service. So for $5, you can't go wrong. And I encourage you, if you're looking for anything to be done on a website, or anything that you need, like a banner or a logo or something like that, there's people that will do podcast intros for $5. So I might look into doing that later. And it's a great resource, especially for logos and headers and banners for websites. So I encourage you to go there. Fiverr.com is the website, and that's the quick tip. So I think this has been a great intro for my podcast, and hopefully I can, like I said, be a valuable resource to you. Twice a month is my plan, and I'm hoping to keep it to 30 minutes or less. But the other opportunity that may present itself is interviewing top realtors and realtors that are making a difference, and that's another goal of mine, to find people with interesting stories that I can pass on. And you can see how they're marketing and they're doing their business, and hopefully you can jump on that bandwagon and try some different things that you can apply to your business, and see how things go for you, because what's working for one person may work for you as well. And I would rather you not reinvent the wheel every time and learn and make mistakes when you can see somebody else doing it, and just copy what they're doing. So thanks, everybody. Marty Green signing out, and we'll see you next time. Real Estate Career Mentor Podcast. Thanks a lot.